I'm with Khaldoun Balboul from Bethlehem Mosaic Center. Khaldoun, what is the Bethlehem Mosaic Center?
Bethlehem Mosaic Center is a result of 20 years of work, of experience, of art. I worked during this 20 years in restoration, which is more important for me than to make or to create a new mosaic, because in restoration I feel myself. Besides that, the new production and the new mosaic.
And when was the place started, and why was it started?
I established my center in 2006 as non-profit center. And I worked during that with Minister of Tourism as a head of mosaic department. We work in restoration in Jerusalem, in Tunisia, in Jordan, Syria, and everywhere. I established by myself, by my hand also. I restore my place, and I make what I want, because I have my vision how to make a mosaic visible for all the people, not for just artists. My goal is to make the art easy for any people.
Now you have a mosaic center here in Bethlehem. You have a few centers actually. What sort of projects do you do?
The first project we did is to train, to give the mosaic training for the disabled people. For me, in the first stage is to teach the disabled people. I make around 5 mosaic courses for disabled people, for deaf, for children, for women. I work with many associations here in Palestine, also in Jordan, in USA, in China, in Syria. I work as mosaic artist. As I told you, is to send this art for all the people, children, women, anyone.
Do the disabled love working with the stone?
Yes, the story is with disabled is another story. If we work as normal people in mosaic, we work for money as job. But with disabled people is another story, which is more beautiful than anyone, because the disabled people, they have a lot of power inside, and they want to show the people that they are able, not disabled. Especially the deaf. The deaf, I work with them. They was unbelievable because they can't talk, they can't hear. But in mosaic, they can send you all what they want, all the message. And that's why I take care about this part. I teach 3 groups of disabled, of deaf, and 3 groups of deaf people, and around 4 groups of disabled normal, disabled people movement or another kind of disability.
Are the disabled people making amazing art?
Yes. For that, I told you they have a lot of power. They have a lot to say. They can say in mosaic, through the mosaic. They make a lot of mosaic work, and they make something special. They are so fast. They are so carefully to choose a stone, to work. They work hard, more than us even.
Is this giving them dignity and hope?
I think, yeah.
How do you actually make a mosaic? Do you have to plan and have to be part of an artist yourself to actually make a mosaic?
For me, the mosaic is myself, Before I make the mosaic, I have to plan how it will be at the first point, how it will be different than the other work, what I did and what the other did,
So the mosaics you make, do you get commissioned to make mosaics? So people come and ask you, can you make this mosaic and make that mosaic?
Yes, sure. I work since 20 years, as my lifestyle, as my job also. All of us work to get salary, to get money, to live. For sure, the mosaic is, when I make, it cost me a lot of time at the first point, and a lot of money at how to get the stone, how to buy the material. So for sure, we take money. We take for each square meter. There is a price, that up to the details. There is, for example, some square meter we can do it for $300, and some square meter you can do for $3,000. Depend of the details. In the face details, you can see the artist from who is not artist. You know, this is the challenge, because the face details, the degradé of the color, that can show you the artist. You know, maybe you can find some mosaic work, but you can't feel something. You know, something call you or call your art from your soul. You know, and some mosaic you can feel there is something inside, something special, something unique. You can feel something, really you feel comfort, you feel happy when you look at that mosaic. The way how to cut the stone, the way how to put the stone, how to fix it, how to make the details, how to make the point, how to make all this. It's up to the, you know, experience.
Now you've been commissioned to make 2 special mosaics for the Bethlehem municipality. What is that?
Yes, now we start just from a few days with 2 wall mosaic, which is, it will be uploaded in Bethlehem Star Street, which is the most old street, the very important one. The 2 mosaic will be funded by the Russian government in cooperation between the Bethlehem municipality and Bethlehem Rehabilitation Center. That mosaic, we have 2 mosaic. One which will be before the arch, you know, that will be the three wise men when they come to Bethlehem, and one after the arch, which will represent the arch during the 5th century or before. So it will be, the first one will be around 2 meter by 3.5 meters, and the other one, it will be 2.5 meters by 2.5 meters.
Are a lot of your mosaics religious?
Depend, you know. When somebody asks me religious, I can't do the religious. Now, for example, now I make for St. George, you know, one mosaic, which will be in Jenin Church. And that one is religious, you know. In Bethlehem, there is 2 kind. This project, there is 2 kind. One, which is the 3 wise men, it will be religious, and the other one, no, it will represent the lifestyle in Bethlehem and the old view for the arch and the life there.
Do you get the stones locally?
Most of the stone is locally, and most of them are natural. For me, I take care to choose the natural stone. Sometimes we can't find here in Palestine. I get the natural stone from Jordan, you know, because it's one part, but, you know, West Bank and so it's each belong to each gather. So I mean that for me the first choice is the natural stone, because the natural stone I can, you know, you can feel that there is something special. Most of the mosaic work now they are doing by machine, by modern machine. They cut the stone and they use the modern mosaic, which is glass or something which is made by people, you know. But for me, that's why, you know, you are special when you choose something special, you know. My way is another way, you know. I like to choose the old way to cut the stone, and the old way to fix the stone and to create the mosaic.
Do you have to be an artist to make a mosaic, or can anybody do it?
Yes. Because as I told you, you can find many mosaicists who work for money. They can get a lot of money, but at the end they are not artists because they don't feel what they did. Yeah. Just they wait. When they finish, they get the money. But for me, sometimes, you know, I ask even when I find nice mosaic, I feel the idea which would be great. I don't ask about the money, about the salary. I don't ask too much because I feel that I will enjoy when I make it, and at the end I will have some artist work, you know. That's what I want.
Now we're here in Bethlehem, so are many mosaics here in Bethlehem of the nativity scene?
Yes, we have in the nativity, which is the most important one, and we have in Shepherd Fields, we have in Sant Saba, we have also in Beit Jala Church, we have another mosaic near Beit Jala Church, St. Mar Nicola. We discover when they are working in the road, and I restore it by myself alone when I was working with the Department of Antiquities. We have some mosaic in village, in mountain, but some of them we can't reach because it's under Israeli control. So you can't work even as Department of Antiquities.
Do some of your mosaics go all around the world?
Yes. The first mosaic, it was in England. I shipped it for one person. He visited my center and he ordered one mosaic. Also, I sent to Italy and I sent also to USA. So I sent to France also. I sent in Europe and USA. I sent for, I think, 4 countries.
That must be exciting to know that your work is all around the world.
Yes. I told you because I am looking to have an art. Maybe if you are factory or business work, you don't care where your work can go. But for me, I care, and I take care about the details in mosaic because I know my name will be there. So for that, I take care about art mosaic, not business mosaic.
Can you find many ancient mosaics here in the Holy Land?
Yes, we have a lot. We have a lot. We have in Jericho the biggest mosaic in the world even. It's around 870 square meter. I restored it in 2002 with my team within the Department of Antiquities. We work around 1 year and a half in that one. It was just a state of conservation, not full restoration, because that one need a lot of work. Besides that, I work in Al-Aqsa Mosque, the Dome of the Rock, restoration. I restore also Holy Sepulchre. I restore also in Beit Shemesh one mosaic which was discovered by a British team under supervision of Dr. Simon Gibson. When he discovered that mosaic, he called me directly because they was digging there, and when they find part of mosaic, they directly call me, and I moved to Jerusalem, and we work to restore that. Because to discover, it's something different than you have something discovered and you work on it. When they discover and when they are digging, that one is more difficult and more important, more exciting because you don't know what you have. So you discover by your hand, Yeah. In that part you work as archaeology and restorer, And that was very exciting because we discovered 2 mosaic carpet, which was new. Now also before 1 week they discover, one of my friends, he sent me a new discover mosaic in Jerusalem, which was church since the 6th century. And I look at that, which was amazing mosaic and many drawing, many description. I work also in Hebron, a mosque. I work in Bethlehem in many church, in Nativity, in Beit Jala. I work in Jericho in around 7 archaeological places. And also I work in Jordan, I work in Syria. And I move also to USA to have some mosaic course. And so in few days also we have another work with United Nations, which is project aimed to give chance for women who have disabled kids, to give them chance to work and to learn something.
Is there mosaic tourism here in the Holy Land?
Until now, no. It's not like, for example, like Jordan, because it's new craft. So we don't have much people to work there to be in that level as tourist mosaic. So I can make, but not as big product,
Is this making a difference in the community?
For sure, yeah. In Bethlehem, we are in a tourist city, the most important. But I think we need plan also. Even we need good plan, to use that in this field, because it's not easy. For example, in Jordan, the government take care about the mosaic and the Mosaic Institute there. By the way, I work with them for years in Madaba, in Jordan also. They have a lot of mosaic store. And they give a chance for many of the people to get money, to work, to have their business beside their art, to work. It's good that if we can have a lot of store here, especially for mosaic.
So it's something that really needs to develop more and more here in Bethlehem.
Yes, yes. If we develop in good way, we will give a chance for many people to work on that field.
Why do you do what you do?
Because I told you, I like the mosaic. I love the mosaic, and I know there is no many people. And what's the important that we have some people who work in mosaic, they are not artists. So it's your responsibility to show the art, the real art, and not the fake art. Because there is many mosaic you can go now in shop, you don't feel that is mosaic, because it's not artist. So I try to show the good one, and by this 2 mosaic wall, I think also we can show the people, because it will be important place for the tourists. They will come for sure through this way, so they can look at mosaic. They can show also when they are here. They can take pictures. They can show the world that there is mosaic here, and there is people who work in mosaic.
What's your website for people who'd like to know more about your work?
I have my Facebook page, which is Bethlehem Mosaic Center. They can see on Facebook. We have a grape on profile. You can see there is just one Facebook page which is named Bethlehem Mosaic Center.
Okay, Khaldoun, thank you very much.
Thank you, and very welcome.